For 32 years, people have been clamoring. Every time E3 pops off, every time game trailers are released, everybody wants to know when the next great dodgeball game is coming. Not since 1989's Super Dodgeball on the NES have we had such great dodgeball action. But finally, on the PS Plus this month, and available on some other systems like PC, and that's about it, I believe, we got Knockout City.
Knockout City for the win. No, I mean, in all seriousness, it's a pretty dang good dodgeball game. I think they nailed it. There's not a lot to do here. You're dodging balls or catching balls, which some people do in their personal time.
I mean,
but yeah, not bad. I mean, it's no Super Dodgeball NES, but you can try. You can't compete with the greatest.
It's one thing to be said. It's newer. It's got some different mechanics than Super Dodgeball did, and graphically, I think it might be a little better even. It looks a lot like Fortnite to me. It has that same graphical art style as Fortnite, and there's a lot of microtransactions for cosmetics, much like Fortnite had, but they got to make their money, you know?
Hey, they can't be giving you these free games without skimming a little bit off the top, and that's what they're doing. But
that's right.
Let's talk about the graphics, right? You said Fortnite, it's a polished game. I know when we played it, I don't remember having any issues playing the game at all. It was smooth. Everything looked great. I got no qualms about the graphics.
Yeah, and we will note that even though this game just released on PS Plus as a free game, it has been out for about half a year, and we did play it when it first came out. The first 10 days that it was released, it was free. We tried it out back then, and even though it was a brand new release, it was real smooth. Played well, no graphical hiccups, no bugs, no connection issues. And people were actually playing it. I think they had 2 million players in that first 10 days. Whether or not a lot of them transitioned into actually buying the game, I'm not sure. But I had a good time.
Yeah, it was good. And maybe we're just cheap, but, you know, there's a certain price point for us before we're all in. And right now it's hitting that mark. I don't know, you know, I'm not paying a lot for this game because there's not a lot to it. But if you have that itch and this competitive itch that you need to get scratched, I think this game does a damn good job of it. What do we got? A couple different game modes in here. You got your regular, let me see what we got here. Hold on.
Well, while you're looking at that gameplay setup, what I'll talk about a little bit more about the graphics is everything kind of has flat textures on it, kind of like Fortnite did, some basic 3D models, some real basic geometric shapes on the levels. The levels are mainly city-based, so it's a little futuristic. There's a lot of neon lights and a lot of neon colors and flying cars in the background. But you're mainly top of buildings or by train tracks or other different parts of the level that you can then just get yeeted off completely. Mm-hmm. And let's talk a little bit about that for the gameplay. What game modes did you come up with?
Well, you got the Team KO, 3 versus 3, right? First to 10 KOs wins the round. Best out of 3. You got Face Off. This is just a straight 1v1. If you're just feeling alpha and you just want to take down everybody, that's your one. Same 3, best of 3 to 3 KOs. Diamond Dash. I didn't play Diamond Dash. Apparently you got to grab diamonds and dash. I don't know. Didn't play it. Something like that. And
Hidden meanings.
Then you got the KO Chaos. 4-player free-for-all. 10 KOs wins you the round. Just a one single round. And then Ball Up. Ball Up Brawl. Don't forget that Ball Up Brawl now. 4 players.
Was that the one where you have to take your teammate as the ball?
You literally have to ball your teammate up and throw it at people.
That was a fun mode. So that is something you can do in the regular game modes. We played a lot of the 3 versus 3 and had a pretty good time. But Ball Up, you don't have regular balls you can pick up or the specialty balls like the sniper ball and cage balls, exploding balls, or anything like that. You have to use the other player as the ball. And they can't interact with anything while they're picked up, but you can charge them up and throw them like a regular ball. It makes for some interesting dynamics because you also lose health if the other person catches you.
And you can fully charge up, and you do like this AoE where you go up into the air, and you can smash and get the entire team out, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you have these specialty balls too. If we, like you just mentioned, you got a bomb ball, cage ball. You can cage them and just yeet them off the side of the map. A moon ball, you have less gravity on you, so you can do some high jumping moves. You fall slower. You can glide a little bit. You got a multi-ball. You just pelt them with as many balls as you can. That's Dotson Saturday. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Then you got the sniper ball. The sniper ball, I will say, is amazing. It does exactly what you think, but oh my god, when this thing charges up and shoots. Now, granted, you can catch a ball. The sniper ball is going to be your hardest ball to catch. But it is so satisfying. Like I said, it's a fun game. It really is.
And part of why it's satisfying, you hear, everybody knows the smell of a dodgeball. Everybody knows the sound that a dodgeball makes when it thwaps somebody right in the face. And that sniper ball coming in full speed enough that it also would have got JFK.
Oh.
It just, it's amazing to hear it. Just send it, you hear that whistle, and then you just hear it peg somebody in the face, and that's satisfying. Boonk, right off of them. Great sound effects over here, by the way. If anybody wants to hire me for sound effect work, I'm all day long with it. So, sound, other than that, I mean, there's some announcers, there's minimal vocals, you hear some footsteps. There's not too much sound to it. It's mainly about the balls and the different specialty balls making different noises.
Right.
And it's serviceable. The sound is nothing huge. I mean, how hard can it be to throw a ball at a microphone, and then they took that recording to the studio and they said, hey, I'm done for the day, boss. Pay me.
Right. You're not pulling out your Bose noise cancelings for this, just the audio in this game. It's all about the gameplay.
And the gameplay was good. You know, we talked about graphics. We talked about the audio, a little bit about the gameplay, different game modes. But what we didn't touch on is how satisfyingly fun and simple it is. It's real easy to pick up, real easy to get into. You can get absolutely railroaded on these 3v3s if you're stuck with a bad teammate, or the other ones are just amazingly coordinated to where they're bouncing curved balls left and right at you or just rocketing you off a ship. I mean, the most annoying thing and also the most satisfying thing to do was get that cage ball somebody up with the cage ball where they're stuck for 5 or 6 seconds, and then just throw them right off the edge of the map.
There's nothing you can do, right? You're in a cage, and then once you get out, you can glide in this game, but when you're already 10 stories down, you're done. You're done.
So, for Knockout City, I'm going to say it finally topped Dodgeball back on the NES. Finally topped it.
He's saying it.
Best dodgeball game I've ever played. It's good, stupid fun. It's good short games. I would recommend it, even if it wasn't the free PS Plus game. I'd say, if this game was $15 or less, go out and pick it up.
No, to tie into that, it is good, clean fun. Something you can get a lot of time into. The one thing, though, you're going to notice if you pick it up, there's a lot of microtransactions in here for cosmetics. You know, everyone's got to be unique. They got to stand out, so they're pushing that hard. But you don't have to get that. It's not a pay-to-play, pay-to-win, or anything of that sort. You could still just tee up on somebody and put some nasty English on this ball and bink them right off the map. So I'd have to agree. This is a game I would probably pay up to $20, especially being free. I mean, again, I know we're cheap out here, but that's the best price ever. But I'd pay up to $20 on this. Good, clean fun.
I'll add the caveat to that I don't think I'd enjoy this playing solo as much as I do playing with a group of people that you know, because some of the dumb fun to it is just the tension and screaming at your buddy for missing a sniper shot with a ball. And like we did in this video, every once in a while you just got to make the, oh, you got a ball on your chin joke, and it's compulsory when you're doing this game.
We sat before even getting into any of the game modes, just throwing balls at each other. Different balls, trying them out. I mean, it was quite sick and disgusting how much time we spent throwing balls at each other. And this wasn't Saturday night.
That's right. That's right. Now that we got our required 5 ball jokes in, I think we're going to wrap up the video there. So I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to comment below the video on any game that you want us to review and what you want to see from us next. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.